Welcome to.
Hopefully the mics just turned on.
I just turned them on. I just turned them on. Although I'll tell you a mic story here in a minute. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Thank you so much for joining us today. Brian Turner is here. This is our weekly Take the Points show. We've, of course, Brian, you can find him online at iamweeze.com. You've been doing a bunch of stuff there, haven't you?
A lot of book reviews, a lot of sports photos, obviously.
Yeah.
Back into the music a little bit.
Getting closer to ending. You'll
we got
do
a few
baseball
more weeks
too, right?
Yeah, I mean, I do spring sports too. So
yeah, baseball and softball.
But I get a couple weeks break there.
Well, that's join the club.
Coincides perfectly with the end of college basketball. So.
And it works very nicely with the NCAA
Yeah.
tournament. It does work tremendously.
In fact, I've disappeared in the first week of that tournament several times.
Yeah, I wonder where you went.
I had no idea.
But we're going to talk tonight about, we're going to talk high school basketball. We are going to talk, I'm going to make you talk about this. Look at these. You know what this is?
I know what that is.
This is ladies and gentlemen, this is a hockey stick.
That's what my stepdad used to beat me with.
I'm sorry to bring up.
We never had a hockey stick in the house.
I'm sorry to bring up the terrible memories for you there.
I kid. It was a belt.
It was a belt. That's a lot. That's got a lot more give. But we're going to talk about all kinds of stuff. This is our Take the Points show. We do appreciate you tuning in. What's going on today, ladies and gentlemen? Before I let you get off the screen, we got to wish our lovely and dear wives happy Valentine's Day today. Today is Happy Valentine's Day. So
You doing the same thing I'm doing?
for Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
Well, you see, your wife will at least be there.
Actually, I think she's taking this one off.
I'll be there. I will be there. Well,
you're gonna be at that
where
one?
you're going to be. Yeah. We're both celebrating 20 miles from our wives.
No, we celebrated together last night in Louisville.
Oh yeah. You did a lot of celebrating in Louisville, didn't you?
That's because she's covering that game.
Yeah, she's covering that game. You're covering that game. Last night, of course, I was up in Dietrich, so we've got. Happy. We'll get to the sports. We'll get to all that stuff here in just a few minutes. Let's tell you a little bit about some community events going on in and around our area here on this Friday and Saturday. I'll tell you about Saturday too. A blood drive this afternoon over at Ken Mundy. This will be at the Ken Mundy Community Building. The American Red Cross, not Impact Life. This is an American Red Cross blood drive. They say that severe weather is severely hampering their ability to rebuild the blood supply. Going to be a Valentine's Day blood drive on Friday at the Ken Mundy Community Center from noon to 5 o'clock. Pardon me, they say there are 9 blood and 3 power red appointments still available at the time of this writing, and that would have been, we're doing this Thursday afternoon. So make an appointment to donate by heading to the, you can go to the Red Cross Blood Donor app, go to redcrossblood.org, pardon me. Or give them a call at 800-RED-CROSS. That's 733-2767. Donate blood. It's a wonderful thing to do. What else going on here on this? You see, this is Valentine's Day on a Friday. It's not like you're going to be able to find a restaurant that's going to let you in. I mean, you've tried to, you didn't try this time, I guess. But have you ever tried to get a walk into a restaurant on Valentine's Day?
The Elks.
That is
seafood special this year.
Oh, is that right?
Yep.
What are
Robert's doing, I believe it's grilled shrimp, crab cakes, and grilled catch of the day. Jovalu's got a special they do every year.
Time out. Go ahead. I'm
noticing the struggle bus over here. I don't know if
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a live show.
I don't know if it did very much good to lean over off camera.
Oh my God! You don't think so?
No.
Jovalu has what?
They always do like a 7-course thing.
That'll be fine. So
we've done it several times. We didn't do it this year because we didn't know what our game schedule was going to be.
See, now here's a nice one: a paint and sip event at the Stang Arts up in Effingham.
Okay.
You go
not familiar with that place.
You go paint and drink wine.
You had me at the second one.
You're not a creative painter, I guess.
I couldn't draw a stick figure with a ruler.
Yeah, probably about the same way. So yeah, happy
I
Valentine's.
make words appear on a screen.
That's something. Yeah, you create images through words.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah, let's talk about it that way. What's going on Saturday the 15th? Up at Conley Gymnasium, this is going to be a ton of fun. It's an alumni game at 1 o'clock. The alumni of Flora High School are reliving the days of their youth in their alumni basketball game Saturday from 1 o'clock until 3 o'clock. The players are taking the court in honor of Phil Lieb, who's retiring at the end of the year. He's got another week left in the regular season after leading the Wolves for 25 years. All of Coach Lieb's former players and coaches are encouraged to come out and take part. Take to the hardwood one more time. Admission is by donation, with all proceeds benefiting the Clay County Shop with a Cup program. And following the game, there's going to be a reception from 3 to 5 p.m. that everyone is welcome to attend. Of course, that's before the big game tomorrow night. Belleville Altoff coming in to take on the Flora Wolves. Of course, it's Lieb versus Lieb for the last time, as Phil's quitting. And I don't know if Greg's going to be. Have you heard it? Do you know if Greg Lieb?
No, I haven't talked to him in a while, so.
Well,
I'm around Phil and Curtis more, obviously.
They were talking that Greg was going to retire too, but I don't know if he's playing along as it gets closer. Phil is retired.
Yeah, in fact, they've already got his replacement. So
yeah, he's Phil's done. So yeah, this will be not quite the last home game for Phil, but it'll be it'll be fun.
I was covering the Florida team that went to state with Phil early back in '05.
Oh, really?
Got to cover that team. So
that's good. Now, did you know the team coming in tomorrow night, Saturday night, Belleville Altoff? They've got that running back who's going to play
Oregon.
Yeah, and he's like a starter on the basketball team. Plays real well. And so you get a chance to see a Division I stud duck.
High-end Division I.
High-end Division I.
As high as it gets. I mean,
yeah, NFL potential player. I mean, if you're running back at Oregon, you have a shot.
Yeah.
You have a bigger shot than anybody else, basically. So you get a chance to see a potential NBA player or NFL player. Maybe you'll do high school kids sign autographs? You ever seen a high school? I know that Myers Leonard did.
I don't know that there's anything that says you can't. Probably can't be paid for it, but where you can in the NCAA now.
Yeah, I bet you they do NIL in high school a little bit, I think.
I think I was still frowned upon.
It might be frowned upon. Let's just move on before we get in any trouble. The Blue Point Free Will Baptist Church is going to have a benefit dinner Saturday evening. Hold on, time out. Well, now it says March 15th, but I think it's actually supposed to be February 15th. I'm pretty sure it's February 15th, not March 15th. From 4 to 6:30. If it is March 15th instead of February 15th, well, you'll go down there and turn around and head back to go somewhere else.
Next month.
Come back next month. The menu is going to be pork loin, baked potatoes, green beans, rolls, and dessert. Also a silent auction. To donate to the auction, give them a call, 234-7200. Up at the Thelma Keller Convention Center on Saturday up in Effingham. This is fun. The Midwest Metaphysical Tour. The Midwest Metaphysical Tour will be in Effingham, an eagerly anticipated event bringing together enthusiasts of metaphysical and spiritual realms. The event boasts an impressive lineup of vendors who specialize in various metaphysical products and services, from crystals and tarot cards to Reiki, R-E-I-K-I. You got any R-E-I-K-I? Reiki?
I have no idea on that one.
And aura photography. Got anything about aura photography?
Photography, yes.
Well, you're a photographer professionally, for crying out loud.
Aura photography, no.
We're not making fun. We don't want anybody to put some little.
No, this is ignorance on my end.
Ignorance on our end. We don't want voodoo hexes on us, though. And I'll take for his own sake.
Like shooting the Northern Lights. Is that aura photography?
I have no idea. I'm going to take you off camera so you don't get in trouble like me. One of the highlights of the event is an array of free classes and demonstrations available throughout the day. Again, it's noon to 5 o'clock at the Thelma Keller Convention Center. So give them a call, or if you want. Or there is a modest admission fee of $5, making it accessible to a wider audience. So there you go. What else going on at the Effingham Performance Center on Saturday night? It will be Eagle Mania, the world's greatest Eagles tribute band. And actually, some might call the best Eagles tribute band right now is the Eagles.
So what is it?
Only one.
No one ruins Dylan like Dylan? Does that apply to the Eagles?
Actually, I think they usually say Don Henley's still kind of into it, and but that's about it. But who would be left?
I've actually seen the Eagles, the lineup.
Schmidt, is he still alive? Is he still with them?
I'm not sure.
They got rid of Felder. He doesn't come back.
I saw him years ago in Vegas.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good show?
It's actually, I'm not an Eagles guy, and it was a fun show.
Well, there you go. The Eagle Mania show will be tomorrow night at 7 p.m. The world's greatest Eagles tribute band. Since its inception, the Eagle Mania has been thrilling audiences around the country with its stunning 5-part harmony and an uncanny ability to emulate the unmistakable sound of the Eagles. Now, I don't think Vince Gill's playing with them. He plays with the regular Eagles now, but yeah, and they might find somebody to sound like Joe Walsh. That'd be cool too. What else going on today? This is, as I mentioned, a Valentine's Day. You can say Happy Valentine to your dog there. This began as St. Valentine's Day, a liturgical celebration of one or more early Christian saints named Valentinus. February 14th first became associated with romantic love during the High Middle Ages, as the tradition of courtly love was then flourishing. During the 18th century England, this day evolved into an occasion which lovers expressed their love for each other by presenting flowers, offering confectionery, and sending Valentine's cards. Of course,
did you say 18th century England?
That's when they started sending.
I did not know Hallmark was that old.
Hallmark's not that old.
Didn't they invent Valentine's Day to sell cards?
It would have been a good move if had they, but I don't think they did. Hallmark was you know how Hallmark started?
Actually, no, I don't. I was joking
You've
about that.
been there. You have probably driven past the original Hallmark store.
Why are you going to tell me?
Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay, yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, you've been there numerous times.
Too many.
The original Hallmark store was in Kansas. I think it was actually Hall's, and then they changed the name to Hallmark or something.
I've always had a theory that Hallmark invented most holidays.
That does make some sense. I'm not gonna. Here's Valentine's week. If you're now, granted, if you're looking at this now, it might be too late. You might have missed some of those, but mixed opinions prevail regarding who or what is celebrated in mid-February. Some point to the martyred saints by the name of Valentine or Valentinus. The most popular story tells of the saint who defied a decree from Emperor Claudius II, who outlawed marriage for young men because he believed single men made better soldiers. Saint Valentine, preferring young lovers to be wed than have them sneaking around, or believing in the power of love, would marry them in secret. However, may have been another Valentine, who knows, who performed the marriages. So who knows? Nobody knows where you might be right.
I think it was Hallmark.
You really might be right. It might be Hallmark.
I almost accidentally proposed on Valentine's Day.
Oh, really?
The original.
That would put you in trouble forever and ever.
The original proposal I did, which I knew I wanted to do it before a game because of who we are.
Well, yeah, and you want, and God knows you want an audience.
Yeah, yeah. Shocker. I like being the center of attention. But I originally was thinking about senior night in basketball.
Oh, really?
And had started the planning out, and then I noticed senior night that year was on Valentine's Day, and I said, I'm not doing this on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, that would have been bad. Yeah, I really, some senior parents might have gotten a little angry too.
So then Sarah had to wait another 8 or 9 months to get it during football.
Oh, that's good, clean fun right there. What else going on today, ladies and gentlemen? This is National Creamed Filled Chocolates Day. See, now that makes sense. On the same day, approximately 58 million pounds of chocolate will be purchased. Wow. That's a lot of chocolate, 58 million pounds. Much of it will be in heart-shaped boxes filled with bite-sized chocolates ready to give to your love. And that's really, there you go. That's a nice, how to observe cream-filled chocolates. I guess eat
Cream-filled chocolates?
Cream-filled chocolates.
Not a hard one to figure out.
Not a very difficult one. What else going on today? This is also, folks, Singles Awareness. Oh, pardon me. Tomorrow is Singles Awareness Day. They don't put this one on the Valentine's Day, and actually, this is the better picture for Singles Awareness Day. Look at the the acronym, pardon me, that is created by Singles Awareness Day. That is kind of sad. Well, those single folks might be the happiest people I know, to tell you the truth. This reminds folks that there's nothing wrong with being single. In fact, the day after Valentine's Day points out all the ways that singledom benefits our communities and more. There are several benefits to being unattached. Singles can come and go as they please with no regard to a partner's schedules, wants, or needs. Career opportunity. A single doesn't have to consult a spouse. It's also easier for a single to keep healthier habits. There isn't anyone to sabotage their effort to work out and eat healthy. So there you go. A nice way to.
It's always one of the go-to advices I give kids is figure out who you are single before you figure out who you are with someone.
Why?
You discover more about yourself, and then you can find the right person to match that. Instead of trying to fit into what someone else wants.
Well, now listen to love advice from Dr. Brian right there, Dr. Wheeze.
I listened to a lot of Love Line in the 90s.
Oh, gosh. Is that Drew? What's his name?
Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla.
Oh.
I was trying to explain that show to
See, Dr.
Sarah
Drew
recently.
would also be able to help you stay in shape.
Actually, I don't think that was kind of doctor he was.
He doesn't. Yeah, okay. I'll go with you on that one.
Unless you're doing Henry Cavill's cardio routine. You ever see that clip?
I don't know what Henry Cavill's cardio.
They asked him what he does for cardio, and he goes, he's like, it was one of the late night shows. I was like, no, seriously, what? And he goes, I think they get it.
We'll move on from that as well. What do you want to see on basketball or on television today, folks? This is, of course, it's high school basketball tonight. The Wabash will be in Albion as the Fairfield Mules take on the Edwards County Fighting Lions. I'm gonna switch.
Do you have a direct line there?
It's no.
Good luck with your signal then.
Oh, we have our own line.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
We have. Oh yeah, it's all fiber. We're doing everything on fiber. No,
I still give Russ crap about that.
we're not.
You do not get a signal in that gym.
Maybe they need to talk to their internet provider about that.
You would think they would.
Nobody has mentioned this to us that they need to add.
Need a
to their
Wi-Fi
site.
router there.
We have Wi-Fi in the building. I mean, if they need, Russ, give me a call. We'll take care of whatever you need. Fairfield Mules at Edwards County tonight. It is a huge game, gigantic game. The Mules have to win to keep on pace to have a chance to the conference championship.
Control their destiny, basically.
NHL hockey tonight. The Four Nations face-off. This is on Saturday at noon. It's Finland versus Sweden, and at 7:00, USA versus Canada. That's on ABC.
How long have they been doing that one?
It's the first time.
Okay.
This is Brantford.
That'd be why I didn't remember before.
They've already announced the next one's going to be in 3 years. So
Okay.
I think they're going to do it every 3 years. NCAA basketball, the Billikens at Loyola Chicago. That's at 6 on ESPN2. You know how to say this word?
Euclid? Quinnipiac.
Quinnipiac. It's on the first. So
Duquesne.
Quinnipiac. Quinnipiac is at Sacred Heart on ESPNU. UCLA plays at Indiana on Fox, and Nevada. Not much basketball tonight. It's over at 11:00, so get your bets in early. Usually I can stay up on Friday night and just watch basketball all night long.
Looking at trying to pull up KenPom, see what the real scores are for Friday. Fridays usually there's like one game.
Yeah.
UCLA at Indiana is 74.4.
Yeah, that's and I bet none of the rest of them are even over 50.
Nothing over 45.8. Nevada at San Jose State. So yeah,
That was the watchability KenPom score,
Yeah.
right? That's Weeze. I'm Bruce. So we're doing the Take the Points today. We'll be back in just a second. Stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hello, folks. Bruce Dickey here with Wabash Cats TV. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you also for tuning into Wabash Cats TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. You can find it here daily at 9 a.m. and at 1 p.m. Talk about all kinds of different subjects. People, interesting folks in the community, community events coming up, just all kinds of stuff that will matter to you. Appreciate you tuning in. Thanks a lot. Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
My grandfather, Carol Rush, opened Rush Appliance in October of 1949. This is Sean Rush, and I am driven by the same determination and commitment to quality that set us on the road to success. A lot has changed in the appliance industry since 1949, but at Rush Appliance, we're doing everything we can to remain trusted, strong, and competitive. We are extremely proud of our roots, and we look forward to providing you with quality and service at Rush Appliance and Furniture Company in downtown Fairfield.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Cats TV. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon, this morning, whenever you're watching. I'm Bruce Dickey, that's Brian Turner, and we're going to talk a little high school sports starting off. The girls regionals start tomorrow. I didn't think that they were having to go into
they have the playing game for the girls
anymore.
still. They got rid of that for the boys. Yeah, right? They did a couple years ago. They got rid of it, but they haven't got rid of it for the girls yet.
Why did they do that? Why did they have the play-in game instead of doing it all at the regional site?
My guess is officiating, because you still have boys' games going on next week.
Yeah.
I think they were able to get rid of it for the boys because the girls are mostly done by the time they get around. But they basically had to spread the regionals out for the girls because you still have boys' games next week, is my guess.
Well, that's
I've not talked to Matt about that or anything. That makes sense.
Since the IHSA's taken their cut in the regional, I mean, it's not like any of the gate of these games is going to the home teams. I mean, they're just basically hosting the event.
I think they still get a percentage.
Do they still get a little bit? I just didn't see how it would work, how it worked monetarily for the IHSA. But I mean, you're also getting two different games. As
at the
two
same
different
night,
sites,
yeah,
as opposed to just one site.
And one of those is guaranteed to be a home team. Where if you did it, like if we go down to McLeansboro, you may not get the same gate you get having us play at our place.
Right. Here's a look at some of the teams that we cover and where they will be going. This is Class 1A, and I'm showing this to show the Goreville and the Edwards County Regional. We would normally be showing you this. We would be providing games from the Edwards County Regional, but we've been kicked out by the IHSA and the NFHS. Thank you so much, NFHS and IHSA.
I love having that fight on social media.
Oh yeah, I bet you everybody.
I'll pick it anytime I can.
I will too. I will too. I am,
and I actually personally benefit from you guys not being able to do that, and I still fight that fight.
I have taken a side, and I am very angry about this. But
I take that side for you, even as a newspaper guy.
I appreciate that. Christopher and Wayne City over there will be down on tomorrow down in Christopher, 1 p.m. game. See, the refs doing that game will probably be able to work a night game tomorrow night too, since it's a 1 o'clock in the afternoon, or who knows.
I know the crew we have, 2 of the 3 we have at our place worked our game last night. It's the first time I've seen any of the 3 that worked last night.
Oh, really?
Last night was a makeup game. We had to call around quite a bit. And
Who was that?
group out of actually Carterville, or Carterville area-ish.
Who'd you play last night? The girls' game.
The girls' game against Hamco.
Okay. So there's where Edwards County's going. This one feeds into the Raymond Lincolnwood. Where'd the other one feed into? That fed into the Trico sectional. This one feeds into the Raymond Lincolnwood. I'm showing you this because South Central is in this one, as well as Louisville North Clay. They'll play North Clay will play Saturday against Ramsey, and South Central will play Mount Olive also on Saturday. Winners move on to the South Central Regional. There's the schedule of it, and also in
Who was the top of the Edwards County one?
Yeah, there was the Edwards County. We didn't pick winners, by the way. I figure Edwards County at home.
Oh, Gallatin County was the one there.
Yeah, Gallatin County's the one out of Goreville on the other side. So yeah, that's feeding into the top half of the Trico sectional. This is the bottom half of the Lincolnwood section, a little bit of a western flavor to this, western and northwestern, as North Clay and South Central, the ones that we follow in that. Taking a look at the third Class 1A going north, this is into the Arcola sectional. This is actually surprising to me how they've split these regionals and sectionals up. Usually the South is kind of contained, but they've busted it into 3 different regions.
St. Anthony's a load.
St. Anthony's a load. I would take St. Anthony to win that Neoga regional.
I think they're number 2 in the state.
Yeah. Well, we've seen them play. They're outstanding. Tuscola will be at home in their sectional final, and of course, home teams during the sectional always a bear to mess with. Taking a look at Class 2A, this is the Paris sectional. Feeding into the Paris sectional, the Meridian regional, and the Palestine regional. I show you this to show you T-Town. T-Town got the 2 seed. I was kind of surprised by that, and then I remembered how Paris, they are very good year after year, and they're very tall. So, and T-Town has played Newton. Newton has had some good teams, but they're not as good at either the boys or girls this year than they have been in the past, is my recollection. And
then the South this year is bracket to see who gets to play the Breeze teams.
I didn't show the Breeze. I didn't pull the Breeze bracket to show it, but that's on the other half of the
Central and Modern Day both are top 10 teams this year.
Yeah, here's the other half of.
Well, yeah, I mean Nashville's top 5 too. So.
Yeah. Well, you got
Mount Carmel's a top 10 team.
A lot of really good teams. Mount Carmel, that's who Fairfield, if they win, will end up facing. Mount Carmel. Fairfield plays Lawrenceville tomorrow afternoon in Fairfield. And then you also have Hamilton County, who will get a chance to play Carmine. We had.
I was looking at Max Preps. They had T-Town at 10 and Paris at 17. So.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. T-Town has a few more losses. They play a little bit better competition, probably.
Yeah, they're 23-8. Paris 21-7.
Then on the other side, you've got Moreau, Forsyth, and Sullivan. I'm surprised that they didn't get the. I guess since T-Town doesn't play anybody, a lot of teams from the South. Everybody they're playing from the North, people just didn't know them. And then, of course, there's.
You don't know T-Town girls basketball, though. Well,
yeah, the reputation does precede itself. Here's Class 3A. Our friends over in Salem. Well, Salem has a good team this year. They're over 500. And this is how good the 3A basketball is. They're over 500. Effingham gets a 3 seed. Effingham has, 5 losses on the season?
22-7, ranked number 19 in the state.
That is a bear.
And then Triad, though, is number 15 in the state.
Wow. And then you got Mount Vernon is the one, everybody who plays Mount Vernon, they're at home too, but, everybody says, well, we played Mount Vernon close. Like, whenever I talk to anybody who played Mount Vernon, they always say, well, we played Mount Vernon close.
Yeah, they're 25-3.
Yeah, Mount Vernon's really good.
And outscored their opponents by 480, so not too many are playing them that close.
Well, you see, what's that average of 20 points a game?
Define close, people. Yeah, 1780 to 1300 point differential.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's the high school girls basketball. Next week, we'll give you the rundown. The boys will be out. The boys regionals will be out, and we'll talk about that next week. Let's talk about college basketball. You want to talk about you're having a good year in college basketball.
I am doing well without paying attention yet, so we'll see what happens when I start paying attention.
I'll start knocking wood. Yeah, no kidding. You're just feeding off of it. You're a big parasite right now.
Right now I am. Yeah.
We'll get right back to we're going to talk about that in just a second. Stick around. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Back in a sec.
Carson Auction Realty is pleased to offer a public auction 405 acres owned by the Richard Meaning Estate located in Clay and Wayne County, Illinois. This will be a combination live and online auction with bidding beginning February 1st. The live auction will be held Thursday, February 27th at 10 a.m. at the Thelma Keller Convention Center in Effingham, Illinois. This auction offers productive farmland, outstanding hunting, and ideal home sites and will be offered in 8 individual tracts ranging in size from 11 to 100 acres. Go to our website, www.carsonauctionrealty, for more information.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mud hole master, or the happy hauler, just call him 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Cooper. And I am Stacey Earlywhite, and together we host By the Way with Beth and Stacey.
It airs Monday through Friday on Wabash Channel 100 at 11 a.m. and again at 3 p.m.
We love to follow Clay County history, and we've been venturing out too in other counties. We absolutely love history.
You can also find us on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is By the Way with Beth and Stacey, or like and follow us on Facebook.
Just to get that reaction.
Oh my
I
God!
should have saved that for the air.
You would have gotten it and more. Did you see? Hello, folks. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Before I move on to that, did you see the? It was in the Athletic. I think somebody had a story in the Athletic. I can't remember who.
Which I do subscribe to.
No, it wasn't. It was Brandon Walker, the guy from Barstool. The guy.
I won't click on a Barstool article.
Well, this dude it's a good article. He was talking about there are of the 130 teams in major college football. These are the 13 teams that are currently happy right now. You know, everybody else says we could be happier. We need something else. We need this, that. Indiana, of course, is one of them. They're happy right now. They're in a good mood. Illinois is, of course, happy right now, in a good mood. And there were like half a dozen. Ohio State, of course.
And yet, my team is not on that list.
No.
Not even close.
No.
And yet, if we would have played each other last year, we would have still been a touchdown favorite.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
But that's where expectations are for programs.
But there were 13 teams, and Ole Miss was one of them, and, you get what I'm going with.
Was Ole Miss happy?
Somebody argued that.
I had high expectations, or I said they had high expectations.
Somebody argued that point, but anyway, then somebody responded to the tweet saying, "Hey, look, all those 13, there's probably only one that is happy on both sides. That is happy with their football where they are right now and happy with their basketball where they are right now.
And it's Illinois?
And it's Illinois. And of course, then Weeze makes the awful comment.
Trying to figure out Carolina's next coach.
We're trying to figure out who North Carolina's going to do.
We're getting ready to talk college basketball. I said my team is probably not making the tournament this year.
No.
Our suspense is who's our next coach because Huey's probably gone.
Huey's gone.
My hope is that we can still Bill Self. Just throw a bag at Bill Self
Throw
from
a bag
Kansas.
of money at Bill Self. I can see him leaving for a bag of. It'd have to be a big bag of money.
And then that frees up Kansas for Brad Underwood to take that job.
Oh gosh,
history repeats itself.
That was when you saw my reaction. Yeah. Oh, if Kansas took Brad Underwood from Illinois, I would. Like Lawrence hasn't done enough to Illinois basketball in the last 20 years, let alone 1 year.
Has that been? How long ago was that move? 15 years?
2003.
Yeah, it's been 20.
Yeah, 2003 when South. But how about the district attorney getting our guy kicked off the team for 6 weeks? Yeah, that wasn't fun either. College basketball, ladies, and before we get to college basketball, I was reminded our good friend Lucas Vaughn, who's here as often as he can, works for Morton Buildings. They are having a Building Value Days open house next Friday. If you're in the Fairfield area, stop by. You're going to stop by there, aren't you?
Of course.
Yeah, you're looking to build onto your little garage.
I just did that, remember?
Well, they'll still probably give you a Coke.
Bank account's still recovering from that.
Building Value Days from now until the end of February at Morton Buildings. Their open house there in Fairfield is going to be from 8 to 3 on Friday and 8 to 1 on Saturday. That's Saturday the 21st or 22nd, Friday the 21st. So give Lucas a call if you need to do anything. 618-842-2629. Got to do nice things for your friends. College basketball. Huh?
And Lucas.
And Lucas as well. Yeah. That's right. He's a relative, so yeah, I have to do that. Here we were talking about the ACC, so you don't think North Carolina at 7-6, 14-11 gets into the tournament?
No. I mean, they're 45 in Ken Palm, and that might be generous the way they're playing lately.
1-6 against top 25 teams.
I will say they're 236 in luck factor, so they've had some things go against them, but still, they're not that good.
Not that good.
In fact, I always do the Ken Palm criteria come tournament time. Teams that can win it based off you got to be top 20-ish offense.
Right.
Duke might not qualify this year.
Really, because of the strength of schedule.
And that's how bad the ACC is this year.
You look at this, and Clemson there is 20-5, but they're 12-2, and they just beat Duke. But because I thought Duke had a real good shot of going undefeated, but Clemson just beat them last weekend. That was one of the great games of the season. That was a lot of fun. But then you look down there are a lot of teams that just really stink on ice.
Yeah, Louisville is number 2 in the ACC. They're 25 in Ken Palm right now. That's where the drop off is.
Where is SMU? I mean, they're the fourth place team. They must be farther down, even though they've won 5 in a row. So there's the ACC.
They're 39.
39. Here's the Big East. They've got 3 teams that are ranked, and UConn out of the rankings.
Two-time defending champ, and
they may not make it back in. 17-7, they probably will.
They've got a chance to knock off. I think they still have a game with each one of those top 3 still to go, if I remember correctly.
Then you can move on to the Big 12 conference, as Big 12's been pretty solid all year long. Even though Kansas is down in 5th place, they're not going to win the championship like they have so many times recently.
They're 5th in the conference, and they're 10th in national.
Yeah. This Iowa State is probably still up there in the top 10.
They're 7.
Yeah, even though they've had a rough week. Arizona and Texas Tech are both. I saw somewhere they were calling for Texas Tech to be a 4. And I'm thinking, man, that'd be a really good 4.
They would be, because they're 9 in Ken Palm.
Yeah, I was thinking, I just couldn't imagine. Well, they had Texas Tech as a 4 and Illinois as a 5, and I thought, well, that makes sense. That would give us the best 4.
Haslam does a deserved rankings. Haslam Metrics, Ken Palm's a very good one to use. Haslam Metrics is a very good one to use if you're wanting to follow college basketball. If you want to look at like ratings, and Haslam does like a deserved seeding. Try to pull it up real quick, see where they had.
See where they had Texas Tech,
Texas
Iowa
Tech.
State. I'll bet you they've got Texas Tech pretty high. Texas Tech's playing really well. Houston is, even though they're 20-4, they just play killer defense, and it's tough to.
Yeah, even with, I thought that was LJ Cryer's team last year. They're still pretty good without him.
Yeah. Then you take a look.
He's got Texas Tech as a 3.
Okay, that's good. SEC, look how loaded the SEC is. 9 teams in the top 25 of that's just amazing.
Kinda
1, 2, and 3.
curious.
They're talking right now they'll get 4 number 1 seeds in the tournament, and I have no argument to that. I've seen
Ken Palm conference ratings, net ratings, SEC 1, 3-point difference to the Big Ten,
I'm not surprised.
and then a point difference to the Big 12.
Wow, yeah,
But that's how dominant the SEC is right now.
SEC is so good.
And then ACC is behind the Big East, barely ahead of the Mountain West.
Here's the SEC. You've got, and that's going to be a battle to the end. Of course, those games. I think Auburn and Alabama play
They play Saturday,
afternoon.
yeah.
So yeah, that'll be a wild one.
That is one of, I think I saw 3 80-plus point games on the watchability metric on Saturday.
What's the Michigan State Illinois game on Saturday? I think Michigan State Illinois is at night. That's a 7 o'clock on Saturday night. So yeah, they're taking. Since I'm going to mention them,
79.1.
Oh, so close to 80.
You're 5th on the rankings.
Oh, that's understandable.
'Cause you got Houston, Arizona, and you got Kentucky, Kansas, or Kentucky, Texas. And then
really?
Wisconsin, Purdue is a pretty good game too.
Are they hiring us?
Yeah,
No kidding. Where's that game?
at Purdue.
Oh, well, you got the
lower seed at the higher.
yeah, 4th place.
Yeah.
4th place. Then this one with the Sparty, you've got Sparty at Illinois. Illinois needs to win that. Here's a look at the Big Ten.
Especially after the first matchup.
Yes.
That's still bitter about that one, the Illinois fans.
A little. I'm moving past that. I'm trying to
Are
move
we?
past. Yes, we are.
We're trying, or we have.
Trying. We're trying to move past. There were several days I didn't speak to my brother.
Was that because of the game, though?
Well, yeah, that's true, too. The interesting thing here is, though, who's going to get locked out. The Big Ten tournament, 18 teams in the Big Ten. They only take 15 to the tournament. So the Cats, there's going to be a battle down there at the bottom between, it's going to be, I hate to call it a cat fight, but that's what it's going to be, as there are going to be 5 teams just really scrapping. Well, 6 teams, Iowa's down in that mix, that all still have a chance to not
I
make
think
the
we'd all
tournament.
love to see Fran McCaffrey not make the Big Ten tournament. That is the one thing, like, I'm not
Why are you getting my hopes up so?
I think that's the one thing that we all agree on here is we don't like Fran
I
McCaffrey.
think that's probably something that we could all
That's our common ground.
we can all have common ground. Fran McCaffrey can go smoke a blank in blank. It's, and so you see the big, which leads us all to here the national championship course. Now this doesn't have Illinois in it because this is a Bet Rivers one.
Last I looked, they were 8 plus 800.
Illinois? No.
Yeah.
No.
No, I take that back.
To win the national championship? More
They were plus 800 to win the Big Ten a while
okay.
back because that's the one I was looking. That's what I've got a few futures.
This is to win the national championship. I got to tell you, folks, I was telling you a couple of weeks ago, get in on Florida when they were 25-1. Now they're at 13. That's still a pretty good bet because they're probably going to be a number 1 seed. And if you can catch a number 1 seed at 13-1, that's a good number.
What's Arizona at now? Nice.
Arizona,
So I've got Auburn at plus 600.
Arizona 3,000.
I've got Duke at plus 600. And I've got Arizona at plus 6,000.
Yeah, you're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
What was your other one? First one?
Auburn and Duke both at plus 600.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. Illinois, I'm assuming, would be about 3,000 right now, plus 3,000 or something like that. Maybe not even that high. Probably if Michigan's 50-1, Michigan State's 40-1. Yeah, we probably wouldn't be at 5. We'd probably be 50 or 60. I'm guessing there.
I've got Alabama at plus 1900 too. Forgot about that one. I'm doing okay.
Doing okay. We're just trying to keep y'all informed, get y'all ready for the tournaments. Oh, golly, it's coming up. I love college basketball, the conference tournament season.
I am one of those.
Great 2 weeks.
Fully admit the NBA is a better product than college basketball. I think I'm in the minority in the small town Midwest stuff here, but NBA is a better product.
Right.
Way better athletes, way better basketball. I pay attention to college more, and I think it is entirely because of the gambling aspect of March Madness.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
if I want the better product, I would watch the NBA. I mean, I bet both, obviously, but I think I pay more attention to college than the NBA because of March Madness and the gambling we do around it.
With college, you probably also you're going to have a better chance at finding a mistaken a odd that's off.
Some of those smaller conferences.
Odds should be, like we were talking about the Clemson. +6, or North Carolina was +6.5. We both thought that was crazy. I thought it was crazy.
Everyone was on Carolina that game.
Which made no sense.
I mean, pros that we trust and follow and respect. Sometimes you just miss.
Sometimes you miss. Let's take a quick break. We're going to come back, talk a little NBA, and I don't think I'm going to have time to talk NHL. My life stinks.
And you know the 2 words we haven't even mentioned yet? Super Bowl.
Oh, that football thing. Yeah, we'll probably talk a little bit about that too. I might even show you. We did win some bets on the Super Bowl.
I didn't win many, but
we won a little bit. Over. We could all put the over under our pillows to sleep happily. We're going to come right back, talk about that after this. Stick around.
Fashion is our passion at Carnaby Square. We specialize in customer service and have since 1980. Our multi-generational boutique features your favorite on-trend to classic famous maker fashions, footwear, accessories, and a massive inventory of Brighton. So come, relax, explore, and elevate your look with us. Everyone is welcome, where we always wrap it, tag it, and bag it for free at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. How'd your Sunday go? Had
a good time. Had people over.
Nice time.
Ate some food. Lost some bets.
I had a nice time. I ate some food. I lost some bets as well. Won some bets. The people who had the worst time were probably the Chiefs fans.
That doesn't break my heart.
Well, you're a Raiders fan, so
Yeah.
yeah.
I was clearly rooting for the Eagles.
You're evil to begin with. So I mean, here's how we did as a team down there on the bottom there, folks. You can see Weeze and Lucas and I were all on the Chiefs. Jamie, how about Jamie on the Eagles? Over 48.5. That didn't hit until the Eagles were starting to let the Chiefs score.
Some of the garbage time
That
at the
was
end.
a gigantic backdoor
Yeah.
for the over. And, of course, MVP, none of us got that right. Even Jamie picked Barkley as opposed to Hurts. And then in our player props, did you see your guy Bond? He had a good game, had an interception, didn't he? And but he only had 7 tackles.
Figures.
Yep. Hurts, I had him under 38.5. That disappeared in the second play of the third quarter because he started taking off and he took over the game. And I'm sitting there with like 5 people watching the game, and they all know that I have that prop bet. And I said, well, I don't need to watch this game anymore.
I saw or heard whatever highest EPA in a Super Bowl by quarterback in the EPA era, Jalen Hurts.
Really?
And
EPA stands for?
Expected points added.
Yeah.
It's an advanced stat that kind of measures a little bit of everything and how much you increase your
Kind
team's
of like
winning
a
percentage.
war for football.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, that factors in game score and stuff too,
Yeah.
and how much you change that. And highest of since they've had this as a stat, highest performance by quarterback in the Super Bowl.
He had a heck of a game.
And then with I think halfway through the fourth quarter, Mahomes was actually the worst. The late stuff got him out of that, but.
Well, I think he had the worst quarterback rating of his lifetime going into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean, they had, 26 yards the first half?
And what I don't understand is, for crying out loud, how about you start dinking and dunking as opposed to going...
And
nothing was going to work, I guess, against
I think my
Philadelphia
favorite stat, though, and the stat that tells about why the game went the way it did, 6 sacks.
Yeah.
On none of those sacks did they rush more than 4. They didn't have to blitz to get to him. So he's throwing against 7-man coverage every time, which is hard to do in the NFL.
Yeah.
If you're getting home with 4 that frequently, it's tough. I think it was 47% of dropbacks were pressured.
You said 6 sacks. Weren't there also 16 pressures or something?
Yeah, but it was 47% pressure rate.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
That's unheard of.
Yeah, which, I mean, if you don't follow pressure rate, that's ridiculous.
Yes, that's unheard of. Typical would be what?
That's 20? Me in Tecmo Super Bowl when I can design the other team's playbook.
Congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles. That was a heck of a win.
You got any bets for next year already?
No.
I took the Niners 15-1.
That's not bad. You think they're getting Purdy back?
Yeah.
They were talking. Somebody was talking that Deebo Samuels has demanded a trade.
He has. But they've also, Jenkins stepped up, had like almost 1,000-yard year. I think they get healthy. They were the most beat up team in football this year.
All year.
I like following those teams
and
next
they were
year.
a good team.
Yeah.
They were a good team. It's the Super Bowl loser usually.
They still finished higher, I think, in NFL ELO than the Chiefs did.
Really?
With all that.
Super Bowl loser usually has a terrible year the next year.
Their point differential, including the playoffs, was only like 53, the Chiefs. I mean,
that's pretty good. Yeah.
That's not, considering they were whatever and won in real games, because they had the Week 18 set everyone. The worst Super Bowl team to have 2 losses of all time.
Really?
You think, I mean, that's
if they'd have won.
I mean, just make the Super Bowl is what I mean.
Yeah. What are you going to do with your Sundays now? You're going to watch?
Well, for the next few weeks, I'm still writing.
Are you going to use the XFL?
When does it start back?
I think it's about a month.
It'll be about time I'm getting started on spring stuff.
Yeah, we're college basketball. Yeah, college. We'll have Sunday afternoon NCAA tournaments and conference tournaments coming up starting sooner than I'd like to. First conference tournament championships are the weekend of March 10th.
You haven't looked that far ahead.
Weekend of March 10th, I think. Yeah, that's what it is. Weekend of March 10th.
Sundays are a writing day for me, so it's usually done while sports are on the TVs.
9th.
But
Sunday, March 9th. Sunday's March 9th. That makes more sense.
That does, yeah.
Because the 16th is Selection Sunday.
It's right around the corner.
Oh, it's coming, baby! It's coming! I'm fired up. Oh, let me settle down let's talk NBA basketball. Here's the Eastern Conference of the NBA. Is Boston going to be able to catch Cleveland, or are the Cavaliers going to hold on to the one spot?
I think the Cavs hold on to the one spot, and then the Celtics get them in the playoffs.
Mow them down, don't they? Here's to take a look at the West. We were talking about this. Oklahoma City is even money, you say, to win the West.
To win the West. And like I said, some of the advanced stuff, the net ratings and stuff like that, they are on par to be right there or ahead of that 73-win Warriors team just a few years ago. That's how much they are dominating right now.
How much has the gigantic trade affected the standings? Not a lot yet, I guess. But
well, the Lakers were on a roll before that trade. Yeah. They actually got upset by the Jazz, who are horrible.
On Wednesday night?
On Wednesday, yeah.
Well, they beat the Clippers, too, didn't they? They beat the Clippers a few games ago. You got the Lakers and the Clippers both safely in the playoffs. With
I said,
safe is a relative term.
We haven't talked that trade. Where'd you land on that?
I was terrifically surprised by it, and I thought the Lakers won. I immediately thought the Lakers won.
I think they do long term. I've never liked his defense.
What's the like?
That was before the stuff you hear out of Dallas about him being lazy and out of shape and all that, and being not a locker room guy. And
my thought was,
I think the last 3 years, Luka has been top 5 in the MVP all 3 of those years, and all 3 of those years, Anthony Davis has been a better player.
I'm not sure I buy that. Anthony Davis is also 32 years old and only plays.
That's why the Lakers win the trade.
50 games a year.
He's 7 years older, or 6. I think he's 31.
I don't blame. So I thought the Lakers.
If I'm the Lakers, I absolutely do that trade. But I like I said, the one bet I made after that trade was I took the Mavs at 35-1.
Do you think that trade happens?
That was 2 days before Anthony Davis got hurt.
Yeah. This is we're talking before Davis got hurt. Do you think the Mavericks make that trade while Mark Cuban still is the majority owner?
Did you see his interview with Bill Gates?
No.
He asked, he goes, you've kind of stepped away from Microsoft a little bit. He goes, how would you have reacted if Steve Ballmer, after you walk away from Microsoft?
Oh no!
If Steve Ballmer comes in and goes, hey, I just traded Windows 11 for Windows 10.
That's a great line.
Yes. He goes, how would you handle that situation?
What the heck did Bill Gates say?
He laughs. I
bet. Yeah,
I thought it was a great line.
That's a great line. Yeah. Here's what the championship numbers look like. The Celtics and Oklahoma City Thunder are both plus 200. So you bet $100 to win 200. So you pay 300. That's not bad. But especially with Oklahoma City. Tell you what, plus 200 if they're even money to make the finals at this point. You got to figure that's a pretty solid. That's not a bad bet.
Like I said, it was as of yesterday. I haven't bet it yet. I was wanting to pull that up. I know yesterday I listened to some guys talk. They were taking the Thunder to win the West, even money.
That's not bad. That's
especially when there's so many questions in the West. Basically, it's, can we get by Joker?
Well, look at the West. You've got the Nuggets, and the Nuggets are going to be.
The Lakers have the Laker tax built in. They're not a 1,600. I mean,
Nuggets are going to be on the other side of the bracket from Oklahoma City because they're the 3, and they'll if it ended today, you'd have the Thunder having to play the Rockets and. The Rockets, the winner of the Rockets and Lakers. Now that'd be some fun in the semifinal, but I tell you what, after that,
I can get plus 105 on the Thunder right now to win the West.
What are you getting to win the NBA? I mean, are you getting plus 200 like I am?
Plus 230 is best odds.
That's better than that. Well, Bet Rivers never has good odds on anything. It's kind of.
This is why I have 8 different books, so
that
I can
makes even more sense.
There's a couple more in Illinois now. Some of those bet exchanges are here.
Really?
I need to get on those.
There you go, folks. How did your weekend go? Hope your Super Bowl was fun. Hope you had a good time. Enjoy. It's going to be all basketball now. Basketball and hockey. We were going to talk hockey. Enjoy the Four Nations face-off.
Go USA.
Go USA. It's going to last about a week, if you were wondering.
I said, NBA's got the All-Star game right around the break.
NBA All-Star game is right now. It starts this weekend.
They take a week off for that now.
And that makes no sense, what they're doing. We're not even going to talk about it. We're out of time. It makes no sense. Thank you so much for tuning in. Weez, thanks for being here.
Always fun.
See y'all next time.